So ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, please put your hands together for the Red Arrow! As I said, arriving at over 400 miles per hour, trailing our famous red, white and blue. Red one pulls them up, moves them around to the right. And you can see that large V formation from the top. You'll now see Red 6 and 7 collapse. They'll sit behind Red 1. Reds 8 and 9 will also collapse to form our world famous Diamond 9. Leading the team, of course, is squad leader John Bond, known as Bondy. One of your own, he's from Essex. He's in his 7th year on the team, his 2nd year as the team leader, a former Typhoon pilot, former qualified flying instructor on the Tucano. From the right, the smoke comes on once again in the Diamond 9. It's the Red Arrows. On the right-hand side of Red 1 is Red 2, Flight Lieutenant Rob Thomas. Rob is in his 1st year on the team. Uniquely, he was taken from training and made straight into an instructor on the Hawk, before then completing his own training and joining the Typhoon Force, where he conducted operations over Iraq and Syria on 3 Squadron before becoming an instructor on 29 Squadron, all based at RAF Coningsby in Lincolnshire. You'll now see that centre section move forward. It's actually the wings of the formation moving rearwards. Reds 8 and 9 split left and right to form one of the widest shapes that we fly in 2025. The smoke comes on in the Swan. You can hear those commands from Red 1, they're almost robotic and monotone his delivery, and that's because we fly our formation by ear rather than by eye. And that means all the pilots on the outside of the formation are putting their input in just a little bit earlier than those on the inside to make the formation move as one. Reds 8 and 9 collapse to sit behind Reds 2 and 3 to form the shape of one of the most iconic aircraft in aviation history. From the left, the smoke will come on in the Concorde.
Go.
On the left-hand side of that centre stem is Red 3, Flight Lieutenant Andrew McEwen, known as Macca. Macca is in his 1st year on the team. He flew the AV-8B, which is a Harrier variant, while on exchange with the United States Marine Corps, before then coming back to the UK and joining 617, the Dambusters Squadron, based at RAF Marham in Norfolk, flying the RAF's latest 5th generation fighter, the F-35B. You now see Reds 2 and 3 move up the rear section, form the Delta Wing. 2025 celebrates 20 years of the Royal Air Force Typhoon display team, and in celebration of such a prestigious anniversary, from the right, the smoke comes on for Typhoon.
Take off, go. Take off, go. Roll it. Up. Roll.
At the back of that formation, all the way at the right-hand side, is Red 4, Squad Leader Chris McCann. He's working extremely hard all the way back there. He's having to look through the formation at Red 1 because we take all our formation references from Red 1 and not necessarily the aircraft on the inside of you in formation. Red 4 Squad Leader Chris McCann is in his 2nd year on the team. Again, he was taken from training, made into an instructor on the Tucano, before then joining the Tornado GR4 Force, where again he flew with 617, the Dambusters Squadron, and he received an Air Force Cross for his service on operations over Afghanistan. The Royal Air Force is synonymous for its operations in the air. However, we now have a capability in space and cyber. And to represent that capability in the space shape of the Apollo spacecraft, in from the left-hand side, in Apollo.
Holding the
11 pilots on the Red Arrows, Reds 1 through 9 performing for you today. Myself, Red 10, former Tornado GR4 pilot, former qualified flying instructor on the Hawk Team Mark II, and this is my 4th and final year on the Red Arrows. We are commanded by Wing Commander Adam Collins, Red 11. He's a former Tornado GR4 pilot, former Red 10, and flew the F111 while on exchange with the Royal Australian Air Force. Reds 8 and 9 now move left and right. Reds 6 and 7 split at the rear of the main formation. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, get your cameras ready. This is a great, fantastic photo opportunity in from the left for the colourful Big Vixen.
On, go.
Particular manoeuvre, you may be able to see the aircraft are flying with their air brake out. It's a small door underneath the aeroplane towards the rear. This has twofold effect. The first effect means the pilots fly with a higher throttle setting, thereby producing a hotter engine gas temperature. It makes the smoke colours burn a lot more brightly. In addition, it disturbs the airflow outside the back of the aeroplane and it makes the smoke billow a lot more fuller. And therefore, in certain manoeuvres throughout the show, we'll use this technique to enhance those particular manoeuvres. Once again, you'll see Reds 6 and 7 collapse to sit in behind Red 1. Reds 8 and 9 lengthen to sit behind the main formation for one of the most popular, if not the most popular manoeuvre the Red Arrows fly. In from the right-hand side, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, get your cameras ready. It's tornado time!
Take off, go. 8 and 9, roll the...
Reds 8 and 9 roll go as Reds 8 and 9 roll around the smoke of Enid. But watch for the colour change as Red 1 brings them down the line.
A little bit right. Nah. Oh, good. Sorry.
As I said, 11 pilots in the Red Arrows, but the Red Arrows is not just about the pilots. We have a team of over 140 personnel. 120 of them are the engineers, the public relations, the administrators, and they are known as the Blues due to the colour of their blue flying coveralls. And one blue with me today is our senior engineering officer, squadron leader Andy King, who is also a local boy. Reds 8 and 9 now join the rest of the formation, once again forming our world famous Diamond 9. And this will be your lost opportunity to see us in our Diamond 9 before we go into the second half of the show. So once again, in from the left hand side, the smoke comes on. In the Diamond 9, it's the 2025 Red Arrows.
Take off, go. Hold it. Hold it, Father.
As we go into the second half of the show, we start with the same way we did last year. This is the 5-4 split. In the second half of the show, we operate in 2 distinct sections. Off to the left-hand side is Reds 1 through 5, known as Enid, from Enid Blyton's famous 5 children's series books. Off to the right, 6, 7, 8 and 9, known as Hannah, named after squadron leader Ray Hannah, one of the first members of the Red Arrows. He's the only team leader to lead the team for 4 years. He took the team from a 7-ship to a 9-ship and formed on world famous Diamond 9. Enid from the left, Hannah from the right for the colourful 5-4 cross. Keep your eye on Enid to the right-hand side as they remain show centre. Red 4 starts to move in to sit behind Red 1. Red 5 sits in trail on the rest of the formation.
Go.
Number 5, roll goes. Number 5 rolls around the smoke of Enid. Number 5 is Flight Lieutenant Dustin Wales, known as Dusty. Dusty is in his second year on the team. He's a former Typhoon pilot, former instructor on 29 Squadron, and also a former test pilot with 41 Squadron, all based at RAF Coningsby in Lincolnshire. As Enid leaves to our right hand side, look directly to your front. You're looking for the smoke trails of 6, 7, 8 and 9. For the Hannah break. Red 6 and 8 to our left hand side, red 7 and 9 to our right hand side. Hannah and the synchro pair are led by the synchro leader. That's red 6 to our left hand side, smoking white. That's squad leader Tom Hansford. Tom is in his third and final year on the team. He's a former Typhoon pilot, former qualified weapons instructor on the Typhoon, where he would teach all weapons technical information and tactical information to the entire Typhoon force. Each pair of aircraft will now dive down to only 100 feet over the sea. They've got a closing speed of over 900 miles per hour as they perform the Hannah Pass.
Down, Barry, come on. Go.
8 and 9 go up and down in the roller coasters as red 6 and 7 remain flat. Synchro pair now turn hard away from each other, red 6 to our right, red 7 to our left. Red 7 is Flight Lieutenant George Hobday, second year on the team. He was an instructor on the Tucano before joining the Typhoon Force, where he served on operations over Iraq and Syria with 11 Squadron, as they turn the Hannah Pass into Cyclone. As the synchro pair leave to the rear, look directly to your right hand side and you can see the nose lights twinkling in the distance of Enid. Get down is the call from Red 1 as Enid form an inverted V. Look to the left hand side, you're looking for the aircraft of Red 9. Red 9 travelling at over 500 miles per hour lines up with Enid to perform the Goose. Red 9 is Flight Lieutenant Ollie Suckling. Ollie is in his third year on the team, a former Tornado GR4 pilot, former qualified flying instructor on the Hawk T-Mark II. As Enid leaves to our left-hand side. Look directly to your front and you're looking for the synchro pair once again. The nose light twinkling in the distance over the wind farm. Red 6 pulls up with Red 7 in tango formation. Get your cameras ready. This is the one you do not want to miss. The smoke comes on for the world famous Synchro Heart. Coming in from the top right hand side is Red 8 as he spears the Heart. Red 8 is Flight Lieutenant Rich Walker, third and final year on the team, an extremely experienced aviator, having flown Harrier and Typhoon, as well as being a qualified flying instructor on the Hawk T-Mark II. So ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, let's serve the synchro pair, Red 8, a massive round of applause for a huge, wonderful heart in the skies of Clacton. But the show's not over. The synchro pair now turning back towards the display line once again, down at 100 feet. That closing speed of over 900 miles per hour. Each aircraft will perform a barrel roll. They'll pass in the middle, wingtip to wingtip, only 30 meters. That's 100 feet. Followed by a second barrel roll in a maneuver simply called the double rolls.
Good job, yeah? Yeah. Hey, mate, I'll over catch some here, mate.
Go.
As the synchro pair complete the double rolls, look to your left-hand side. You've got Enid running back in, joined by red 9. Number 9 roll goes. Number 9 rolls around the smoke of Enid in the corkscrew. Motto of the Red Arrows is a clap. That means excellence. That means every single member of the team is striving for excellence in everything that they do. Whether you've been on the team 4 days or 4 years, we are striving for excellence. And we like to think that we leave the team in a better place than when we leave the team than when we joined. But keep looking to your left, keep looking to your right. You're looking for red 6 and red 7, the synchro pair, as they come back towards the display line. Once again, 100 feet, each aircraft performs a barrel roll, passes in the middle in a manoeuvre called the circus. Each aircraft now pulling up to 6G. That means everything about them is weighing 6 times heavier than what you and I are as we stand on the beach here at Clacton. Each aircraft passing at the rear, the red becomes blue, the blue becomes red. Red 7 off to our left-hand side, pulling that 6G, keeping an eye on red 6 as they complete the circus. Look to your front right 45, you're looking for Enid running back into the display area. The white smoke comes on.
Go. And roll.
The red, the white, the blue come on. Red 1 flies a barrel roll in the sky, leaving a snake-like smoke trail in the sky in a manoeuvre called the Serpent. Once again demonstrating our famous red, white and blue. That red, white and blue is only capable due to the smoke pod under the belly of the aeroplane. This is capable of producing approximately 5 minutes of white smoke, 1 minute of red smoke and 1 minute of blue smoke, with each of the smoke colours having its own button on the pilot's control column. And during winter training, red 1 and red 6 come up with a smoke plan, so we have the right colour smoke at the right time and we simply do not run out in the display. Reds 2, 3, 4 and 5 now moved up, holding 4G, looking 90 degrees along their shoulder line at red 1, in quite a hard formation manoeuvre to maintain as the smoke comes on in the tango.
Go.
As Enid leaves to the front left, look to your left, look to your right. You're looking for red 6 and 9 on the left, red 7 and 8 from the right. For the first of our new movers for 2025, this is Chainsaw.
Echo.
Red 6 and 9 inverted flying for up to 30 seconds. Holding that negative G, all the blood rushing to their head. Conversely, they now roll the correct way up. They turn that negative G to positive G. All the blood from their head is now rushing down to their feet. They're working hard against their G pants while maintaining an eye on red 7 and 8 to finish off the manoeuvre called the Chainsaw. Look to your left-hand side and Enid are running back in once again.
2 and 3, roll. Go.
2 and 3, roll goes. Roll reds 2 and 3, roll to the outside.
Go.
Clear go as reds 4 and 5 roll to the outside. In one of the hardest manoeuvres for our new pilots to master each year, this is rollbacks. Look for for the red and the blue from Reds 8 and 9 as they roll around the smoke of Red 6. And hiding in the smoke of Red 6 in the second of our new manoeuvres for 2025. Get your cameras ready. It's Red 7 in the Tempest. Once again, Red 6 off to the left, Red 7 off to the right. The synchro pair will now pull up to approximately 1,000 to 1,500 feet before turning back towards the display line for their final manoeuvre of the show. Each aircraft again, 100 feet, closing speed 900 miles per hour. Each aircraft will perform a bow roll. They'll pass in the middle wingtip to wingtip 30 metres before rolling inverted to leave the display area in a manoeuvre simply called the crossbow.
4, go.
As the synchro pair once again leave to our rear, look directly to your front. Enid joined by Reds 8 and 9. Get your cameras ready once again, ladies and gentlemen. It's been an honour and a pleasure. Please put your hands together for the 2025 Royal Air Force Aerobatic team. It's the Red Arrows! Red 1 puts his smoke on, he'll gather the rest of the formation, take them back to RAF Mildenhall in Suffolk. We'll refuel the aeroplane, re-dive the aeroplane, get ourselves ready for displaying once again here at Clacton tomorrow.